All right.
Camera.
Long-time listener, first-time host, Mikey Drury here with Coach Dickey. And, Coach, what were your general thoughts about Sheridan?
Sheridan, exciting game. Probably too much excitement that part of the time, but I think the crowd had a lot of fun. I think the kids were happy. They got away with a slow start and managed to get a win anyway. And looks like Sheridan's really good. They might be back. They have a chance to. You don't want them back?
Not after that game.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's 2 or 3 good teams in that sectional over there.
I agree.
So it's going to be a tough sectional for them, and then their regional. They'd be a regional opponent at that point. So good fun game all the way around. A lot of intensity between both teams, and we had a real nice run where we outscored them by about 22 points down the stretch of the game.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, especially the fourth quarter, and able to overcome the 10-point deficit to win by 12, and so it ended up being pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a great game. I agree. How about Twin Lakes? How was that game?
Some of the same. Twin Lakes runs plays like really well, so we tried to use a zone against them, and that went okay, but we're not great at it. We prefer to play man-to-man and try to be tough, and but when we went to man-to-man against them, they'd run a couple of sneaky plays and score on us, and so we actually fell behind by a basket in the third quarter, and then had a 3-point lead at the end of the third, and then I had another good run, and we scored on 9 possessions in a row in the fourth quarter. So that was a neat number for our kids, and we had a lot of different ball players involved in that run, and we scored 15 out of 17 trips in the second half.
That's good.
So yeah, and we needed it, and managed to get another good win.
What about Mike Crawford?
Yeah, Mike did something cool this weekend. Scored. Did you get the number?
1675.
1675 or 7, somewhere in there. He passed the all-time scoring lead for our school. Matt Waddell, a really good player back here, a really long time ago. It's back when I played, actually. He was
had to be a long time ago.
Thanks a lot. I was a senior when Matt was a sophomore, and he's a really good player and went on to play at Purdue and did a great job there. And so Mike has passed him with really several games left to play. So he's going to set a pretty high mark, for that new scoring championship. And we recognized Mike in the locker room after the game, and immediately we talked about how he's got 79 wins. That's the more important number. I mean, he plays to help his team and plays to win, and and his teammates have been really good during that stretch, and they're good again this year. So it's a compliment to the whole group that Mike gets an honor like that, and that our team does well. So it's a great accomplishment. Speaking
of winning, how was winning conference again?
Pretty cool. Our conference is hard because of the travel. There are other conferences nearer to us that it's easier to scout, and it's easier to know the opponent, and the kids get to know each other. Some of the kids around here, I know, we know all the Heights kids and the Elwood kids and the Tri-Central kids, and but they're not in our conference. Our conference is far away, so the fact that we're on a 6-year run of winning all those games is pretty neat. It's pretty amazing because it's they all know each other. They have some of that local geographical rivalry, and so they get a chance to sort of team up against Tipton most of the time, and so it's probably even better that we're able to stay on top.
I agree. What do we have to look forward to in the following week?
Well, Benton Central is our Friday night game, and that's our last conference game, and they're a little lower ranked than the previous teams, but it's still a tough place to go and play, so our kids have to do a good job again, but it's a game that we can definitely win, and that would close out our conference play, and we hope to be undefeated for the 6th year in a row there. And then Kokomo comes here, and they're really highly ranked.
I've heard.
They're good.
They're pretty good.
They are. They're very strong, and they're pretty fast. And they win a ton of their games on strength and speed. But we're hopeful because we're pretty strong. So our one loss this year was the Columbus North, and they were crazy tall. Like, all their kids were really tall. And we did well against them, but the height ended up being a problem. We couldn't guard a couple of their shots. So we're going to do our best, against Kokomo on Saturday night, because maybe we're big enough, maybe we're strong enough. We'll get to find out on our home court too, there on Saturday night.
We'll be there. Thanks. See you next time. That's all we got for today.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.